doing another vlog, apparently. It's Monday, the 5th of May. I have just finished for the day. Oh wow. So sorry to start this off with a yawn. I was working from home today, which is not my normal, but yeah, just been working. I also have been pretty consistent with YouTube. At least it feels like I have been. But yeah, I just put up my last writing vlog over the weekend, I think. And yeah, it's doing okay. I love getting people's feedback and what you guys all think. Thank you so much for watching and like commenting. I love like the interactions, and I feel like I'm like making friends. I feel like such a weirdo saying that like to my camera, but anywho, yeah, so I put that up on May the 4th be with you, and I actually just finished editing my April wrap up, which will already be up. I talk in these about things that are already going to be up. I don't know, it just feels weird. Anyway, I have my update in there. I have written 4 chapters. I actually am up to, let me open my Scrivener. Have I said why I'm writing? I don't think I have. But last week I didn't really write anything. I don't remember the last time I wrote. So I was editing, and I've mentioned before, like trying to balance the YouTube editing and everything that entails with writing. I'm still like, it's a constant give and take. Like it's either I focus on one and then I don't focus on the other. So I'm just trying to see how I can make that work. I am on chapter 5. I actually started chapter 5 and then like stopped at a section where I think I took a screenshot from my Instagram. That if I find that, I'll put that up on the screen. But it's purely like that just was literal brain vomit on my computer. So yeah, it definitely needs editing and tweaking. But yeah, that was where I got to. And I made sure to stop it in a part where like there's action happening, because I want to be able to just jump back in when I start writing. So I would like to write some more tonight, and the reason why I'm vlogging is because I noticed when I did vlog, I was a lot more consistent with writing. Like I wrote every day to like update the vlog. It just keeps me accountable in doing stuff. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling now, so I don't feel good. Yeah? Yes? You alright? Yeah. Oh gosh. That was my daughter. They're just playing. Where did I get up to? I've cancelled my Pilates session for tonight just because I don't feel 100%. And normally I will just go, but I don't know. I feel like a bit more off than normal. I'm going to do some writing, see how much of chapter 5 I can get done. I don't expect it to be a long chapter. I think this is like the confrontation between the two main characters, so the two point of views. They briefly meet beforehand, but she runs away, or like she leaves because of something that happens before they can actually like properly engage. And Monaki's sister is like, lol, shame. But then this is the instance where like it's not an altercation, but it's kind of like what is the right word? Kind of like a confrontation. He figures something out about her, which is like against everything that he knows or believes type thing. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but yeah, I still have to write it. So once I write it, I will have a better understanding of what I'm saying. See if I can do some writing and then see how I go, I guess. Oh, hello. It is Tuesday. I only did like 100 words yesterday, but I started to feel worse in the evening, so I'm actually taking a sick day today. I had my doctor this morning, and I had to rebook another one for later in the week for my like sore throat. She thinks it's a virus, so she wants me to come in. So that's on Thursday. I just feel like sometimes, you know, when you have to like take time off, whether it's because of like the kids or family or because you're sick, I always feel like guilty, like what will people think? But then at the same time, I don't. I'm also the type of person who, if someone was like, oh, blah 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 about you, like actually was judging me for it, I wouldn't also care. So it's really weird. It's like literally all in my head. Anyway, I got my prescription, so we changed my migraine tablets. We've switched my medication because the other one was making me too drowsy. So hopefully this one makes me not drowsy. So I've got to have that, and then I've got to do another checkup in like a few more weeks. I have so much sinus pressure right now. Oh my god. Oh. I feel in pain, guys. It's like, it's not even like pain, it's just, it is pain. It is pain, oh my god. So yeah, I don't actually know how this vlog is going to go this week. It's honestly like, I feel like I'm going to struggle. I did, however, get a coffee, and I actually took a B-roll. Where is she? I wasn't going to. I like opened my camera, and then I was like, no, this is too obvious. And then I was like, do it for the vlog. So I did, even though it was like 2 seconds. I don't feel like writing, but like I want to because I actually took time off work. My husband would say to rest, but I also feel like I struggle to do nothing when I have the day off and like the kids are in school. I'm like, what do I do with my life? But also, you take a sick day to get better, right? Anywho, bye. Talk to you later. Talk to you later, I mean, bye. Oh god, that is so bright. Hello. I'm home now. Obviously, I'm a bit of a mess. My head is like, oh, it's really sore right now. It's just like everything hurts, my neck, and just like the entire like this part of my head, and then like the base of my skull and my like sinus. I've got like sinus pressure, I think, from being sick. So it's just like a whole, that combined with like migraines is like not fun. I was thinking I probably need to eat something for lunch. It's 12 o'clock, just after 12 now. Not really done anything. I did reply to some comments on my vlog. I honestly like love the back and forth. It's just like chatting to, how do I say this without sounding like a sap? It's just nice to have like friends. Why did that sound so dumb? I'm gonna say it. Okay, this may be stupid, but like, so I moved to Canada a couple of years ago, or almost 2 years ago. I haven't really like made friends. My voice is so bad today. Throat is a bit sore. I haven't really like made friends outside of work. The friends that I do have at work are more like have chats, but you know, they're not like the type of friends that you go and do stuff outside of work. Kids and stuff, it's just a bit hard to kind of meet people that aren't parents, and then of course like you meet parents of your kids' friends or in their class, but like, you know, everyone's busy, so you don't really like befriend people in that way, I suppose. And I think I guess I never really noticed it a big deal because I've honestly never really lived anywhere for a long time since I was like 14. I guess like I've just never really considered how some people grow up in the same place, live there, and like raise their families, and so they obviously have like a lot of family members around them sometimes, and so like they have like friends and all that who is just like a part of their life. I hadn't really considered any of this because I do have such a good like friend and family group back in New Zealand. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I think what I was trying to say is like I enjoy like chatting back and forth with the friends I'm making on YouTube because I'm not lonely. Because I'm like a big introvert. Like I could stay at home every day, be happy. I think it's more that it's nice to feel like I'm making friends again, if that makes sense. So please don't reject me. Now that I've said it out loud, because that would be awkward. It's just nice to like find people that I can vibe with, if that makes sense. So anyway, with all of that being said, I'm really just on a whole chat vibe today, aren't I? My head hurts so bad, guys. I'm gonna go make my like powder drink and see if that helps. But I feel like it's like a really, really bad one today. Yay. I had a nap. My head feels a little better. I am waiting outside my kid's school, so I'm gonna do some writing because I brought my laptop. My mood is a bit better at the moment. So yeah, okay, that's all. It's 2:15 and I just had a really good writing session. I've almost finished can't fucking talk. I've almost finished chapter 5, so I'm just finishing it off, and I'm expecting to get around 1200-ish words. I just wrote some notes for the last little like interaction between the two main characters before we go into the next chapter. It's pretty cool to see how they're shifting like personality as I keep writing. I'm quite enjoying it. Do have still like my head is still hurting a fair bit, so I'm not sure if I'll get any writing done this evening or this afternoon, but I'm gonna go wait for the kids to come out and then go home. I thought I hit record. I was talking for like 2 minutes. We're gonna hold your hair because my arm was getting sore. I just come upstairs to make some breakfast. As you can see, I'm working from home again. It's Wednesday. I have another doctor's appointment tomorrow. She wants me to come see her in person, so I have that. I'm still coughing a lot. I had my inhaler, but I'm still really out of breath. I'm still like quite congested in my sinuses, but I got my new migraine medication and I was not nearly as lethargic as I normally am in the morning, and I don't have a headache today. So fingers crossed this is the one that I can go on. But yeah, I came upstairs to swap the laundry around and make some food, and then I'm gonna go back downstairs to work. I don't really have an update. I did not do any more writing after yesterday's session before picking up the kids, but it was still pretty good. My word count for yesterday was I think like 900 words or something. I'm not sure, I can't really remember, but I put it into my like track bear thing. I had another video go up today, my April wrap up. I don't have anything in like the backlog to put up, so I don't know whether that was probably a bad choice, but I didn't want it to be so far apart from the start of the month like I was for last month, so I was like, we'll just do it up today. Still have to do a reset for May, but then should I do a reset when it's already like the first week is already gone? So I'm kind of like up in the air on that. I might just skip it. My arm is getting sore. Oh my god. I am almost finished chapter 5, which is exciting. I am going to try and finish that today, I think. I was talking to my husband about writing and how he has been really helping get me to write, but also how vlogging was helping me to write as well, because it's kind of like, it's the back and forth of, well, if I don't write, then I don't have content, and if I don't have content, then I don't vlog. So it's like the back and forth, so hopefully that can help me do like a 2 birds 1 stone type deal. It's the editing that takes it out for YouTube, whereas the writing is just making myself sit down to write. If I do that, then I get into the flow of things. What am I doing? I came up here to make some food. I'm kind of hungry now, so I'm going to just make eggs on toast again. Poached this time. I've been kind of craving poached eggs. Good morning. It is Thursday the 8th of May and it's 7:08 a.m. I just finished, my elbow, watching streams. What? I don't know how people call these things. I'm such a noob. I just finished watching Belle Brooks' stream with Sierra. It was really cool. And I managed to get in for the second 2 streams, or the second 2 writing sprints, because I could not get out of bed at 5 a.m. I got some writing done. I haven't actually done writing before the kids wake up before, just because I'm normally too tired. But making myself get up, it was really productive. My voice is even worse today. I have my doctor's appointment, so hopefully I get medicine, but we'll see. I need to wake the kids up, but I thought I would do a quick update. I started chapter 6 today. Actually, I don't even know if I updated you for yesterday. I finished chapter 5 yesterday, so that ended with, it's the 2 chapters that got split. So the chapter 4 was from from Tui's point of view. It basically ends on a cliffhanger where he's like gotten knocked over, and then it starts the next chapter immediately from that same scene where she is basically like hit him over the head because she thought it was someone else and realizes it's him, and she's like, oh no, and then he's just like um a bit aggressive because he's just been attacked. That was fun to write, but I finished it, and they had like a lot of dialogue and back and forth, but they really tried to work on their characterizations in it a bit, their own insecurities. So for Tui, her personality is like cheeky and she has like a sense of humor, but because of the way that she grew up in this community that I don't even know if I've talked about this, so sorry if this is like coming out of left field, but basically she grows up and like very repressed and ostracized from her community for reasons which I can probably get into at another point. Whereas her sister, who was older than her and experienced a slightly different life in a different community before they came to this one, tries her best to fit in with their current community. And so it's almost like these two polarizing like ways of handling life, and there's backstory for reasons of why they're treated differently and that sort of thing. But essentially, if Tui had had a better upbringing, she would be like this whole like, do you know when you think of people that are like super bubbly or like friendly and confident and just like overwhelmingly kind? She would kind of be like that, or just kind-hearted, except she didn't get that upbringing. She had struggle, and so her personality fights with her insecurities. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do in these chapters with her point of view, is like kind of mix in her personality but also show like there's a lot of shit that she went through that she doesn't know that she has to work through. That's kind of what I'm trying to like ease into all of their little chapters, so I have less to do later. It also means that when I'm writing the chapter outlines shift a little bit with the character interactions and the character dialogue, but I like it. It's mainly like setting or the flow of time or like certain actions that happen, but there's definitely certain points in the story that are still being maintained as I write, which is good. That's my update. So I was writing chapter 6, which is back to Manaki's point of view, and he's back with his grandmother and they're going back to their home from like the area where, oh my voice, he's basically escorting her home, and she begins to like just like chat with him and get his thoughts on a few things. And this is where, did I tell you what ended? Basically, like it took a little bit to get into it because I didn't really know how to start it. But once I got past that in the first sprint with Belle, Brooke, and Sierra, I was just like, oh, I think I only wrote like a couple hundred words. And I was like, this is shit. And then I got into the flow, and I was like, this is great. And I could have kept writing, but it ended, and now it's really time to go wake up the kids. So I'm gonna go. So I'm working from home again today. I think I've already mentioned that. Quite excited. I'm very happy with my progress this week. I might try and go to bed early tonight and see how I go for tomorrow morning, but we'll see. Making no promises, you know? Hello. It's Saturday. I don't know if I actually filmed anything yesterday. I went into work, felt a bit shit. Like, actually, no, I felt really still quite sick yesterday. Or just still a bit, like, run down. So I don't think my antibiotics had kicked in. So yesterday wasn't fun. I was also in a low mood, and I don't really know why. I had considered cancelling my Pilates class. That would mean that I'd, like, skipped all week. And I've just been in such a, like, not the greatest, like, headspace the last couple of days. This has happened, like, in the past. So I just kind of take it. I just have waves of, like, pretty low moods. You know what I mean? I know that, like, writing, like, I love writing. So I love doing writing. Like, when I woke up to join Brooke's stream with Sierra, I loved that. Like, it was just fun to, like, write with people that I've been chatting with, because it's like, you know, writing with friends, basically. That's fun. I love doing like YouTube and interacting with everyone on YouTube. I think I mentioned earlier, if I'd kept it in this vlog, I probably will, because I overshare. But I think a bit of it is getting to me, like actually like speaking it into existence, that like I don't have friends here, like in person, was a bit like, oh yeah, it's true. I don't know. It's hard. I guess it's just more polarizing because I had such a like, where I lived in New Zealand, you have family and friends, and then you have friends who are like your family as well, and so it's just a completely different vibe here, and you have to like build that again. But regardless, it's just something that I have to like work through. So I think like the YouTube, the writing, even just like reading and doing stuff with family, it helped kind of keep me going, I suppose. This is kind of turning into a bit of a depresso vlog. Not gonna lie, sus guys. So anyway, had Pilates. I needed that. Like afterwards, I was just like in a good mood, and I had like it was just good, the regular like social session with the ladies who go to Pilates. I picked up my son after soccer. We went to the bookstore because he had ordered his new like manga books that he'd been saving for. So we went and picked those up, and I got a book. I've talked about this already, but I got Beautiful Ugly. I was listening to this, but I low-key don't like the narrator. So yeah, I bought this last night. That made me happy. I didn't know writing yesterday. What's new? Right now, my focus is basically just getting all of the story out, because I am inherently a writer who writes a little bit, edits it, and tries to get it to the point where I don't have to go back and edit again, which is the reason why I never finish a fucking book, because I get so hung up on like making something as perfect as I can, it's like not realistic. Whereas I've learned this is helping me get through the actual story, so I'm focusing now on like just pushing through and getting the words into the draft. But I'll be really interested to know like what details do you guys leave out, because at the moment some like setting things I've kind of like put in a really average description, being like this needs to be worked on, or something to do with like weapons, like things like a weapon or an outfit. Like I haven't gone into detail about anything to do with like clothing or weapons or housing and stuff, because I feel like those are details that I need to do more research on to build in terms of my picture in my head of the world. Like I have a Pinterest board for Daughter of Ruin, and I have an idea of what I want for everything, but I don't have like something concrete in my mind of what I want, if that makes sense. So I guess for me, I'm looking for like validation that I'm doing okay, but I know everyone has their own writing process, do you know what I mean? So this is just, I don't know, I think this has just like been a week of like struggle. It's been a week of struggle. Anyway, today was nice. I got a pedicure, my son had baseball, my other son had soccer, and now we're home. Our pool opened yesterday, so the kids went swimming with their dad last night. It's way too fucking cold for me, so I'm not going yet. I might go in the hot tub. Maybe I will go. That might like improve my mood. I can really like read my book. Do you know what I mean? I saw that Sierra put up the latest right on the spot, so I'm gonna watch that while I maybe go through my goals, because I do need to film. Well, I'm filming this vlog, so I'm thinking this may be the next video up, but I do need to do like a reset video. I just am trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. Watch this space, I guess. Never have I ever filmed from this spot. Happy Mother's Day to all the mummies and mamas out there. I'm in a pretty good mood today. Just been chilling. Currently at baseball. I went and grabbed a coffee and the team is just warming up. And I have my laptop and I'm going to do some writing, because I have not written since Thursday, I think. So I've done nothing since the writing sprints. Anywho, I feel like I'm in a bit of a better mood at the moment. But yeah, we're going to go out for dinner afterwards. We haven't booked anywhere, so I don't know what that's going to be like, but we're going to try to go to this Japanese place we love. Someone's coming behind me, oh my god. Okay, I'm still nervous. Feels just some kid. And then hopefully I'll edit this vlog and it will be out earlier this week. I am hoping. So we'll see. I would like to finish chapter 6 today, but I feel like that's an unrealistic goal. Given that it's 2:30 now, the game will be until like 5:15, and then we'll have dinner, and the kids will go to bed, and then I want to edit the vlog. So like, when am I going to do this thread? Realistically, when are you going to have time to do this? But we'll see how much I can do in the next half an hour before the game starts. So yeah, I'm going to stop yapping and get writing. I'm just doing an update. It is Monday, and I thought I would close off this vlog. I brought the kids to the pool, so please excuse the screaming. Hello. Just clearing out some stuff, because today was the day, so don't mind me. I thought I'd do a final little wrap up for the vlog, because I feel like I didn't conclude anything. I like twisted my knee, so feeling really old. Okay, so I have come to the conclusion that I was editing this vlog and I was unsure over whether I wanted to still share it, because I feel like I didn't do much, but then at the same time I am trying to like document the journey, and if I only document like the times I have a breakthrough or the times that are really fun, then the times where it's hard, like this week, it's like when you look at social media isn't a true representation of people's lives, so I kind of don't want to forget the struggles, if that makes sense. So I have decided to wrap up this vlog. I am not going to apologize for the ups and downs, because quite frankly I did just have a bit of a shitty week. I still had good times, but there are a lot of lows. I also came to the conclusion that I've been feeling a bit homesick with like talking to my friends and family back home. I guess I just miss everyone. And maybe it was... What? No! This is stupid. I just put anti-flame on my daughter's leg and I'm gonna get it in my eye. Yeah, this week has just been hard. I ended up being able to talk to one of my friends in New Zealand, and it was really nice to speak to her. She's always been really straight up and doesn't sugarcoat anything, but also gives like a pretty balanced perspective, even if it's not what I want to hear. So yeah, she just helped me put things into perspective, which was good. Even with like writing, like I feel like I've been looking at things of like, yay, I'm gonna become like this published author, but I think like the likelihood of that is so hard to make it full time. That's like the dream, and I think I want to continue to push for that, but I also need to just focus on like, I still need to balance the things, because I just need to focus on doing the first step, doing the next step, getting to the next step, and that I'm gonna try and just focus on writing for now and just tracking that. But yeah, I did just want to wrap up with a bit of a sorry for being so emotional, but also not sorry, because I'm human. This week has just been a bit shit. Good times though, but still shitty times, you know? Today is another day, this week is another week, and we keep moving forward. So thank you so much for sticking around. If you've made it this far, let me know what do you do when you're like feeling low or sad or need like a pick-me-up, like what's your go-to? Because I feel like we would all have different things that we like to do, maybe. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.